Next up at UFC Vancouver, we have the main event of the evening. We have a Reinier de Ridder taking on Brendan Allen. If you didn't know, this was supposed to be de Ridder versus Anthony Hernandez, and they were told whoever wins this fight, if you do so in spectacular fashion, you will fight Khamzat next for the title. And this matchup was probably the best one we were going to get in that pack of four high-quality middleweights. We ended up losing that fight. Fluffy Hernandez is out, but Brendan Allen steps in, and it's an interesting step up because these two have trained together a shit ton. They're at the same gym. They spend a lot of time together. So for this camp, RDR was already the one that was being trained for this fight. So when Brendan Allen accepted it, he had to go train somewhere else, which is what he's doing. So Brendan Allen's been displaced for this fight camp. We have Reinier de Ridder, 21-2 in his career, 5-0 in his last five. He's coming off that main event win over Robert Whittaker. Taking on Brendan Allen, 25-7 in his career, 3-2 in his last five. He's stepping up on short notice. RDR, as you may or may not know, was a two-division champion in ONE FC, the middleweight and light heavyweight champion. He's tall. He's big as shit. He's got crushing knees to the body. He will bomb away on the ground. He's got unbelievable jiu-jitsu. He's got decent takedowns. He's coming off that absolute war with Robert Whittaker where his sheer size was a problem for him. And he had 25 full minutes of cardio, and we saw him have some dog in him when he got dropped and full recovered and came back anyway. Taking on Brendan Allen, a BJJ black belt who has developed his hands over the years. He's got good low kicks, solid takedown, solid striking overall, very well-rounded, maybe even the more well-rounded fighter in this fight. While he is mostly a grappler by trade, he has developed the striking, and at one point in his career, overcorrected, was only striking. When he gets after it, when he puts it all together, he looks absolutely fantastic. He got incredible cardio, good striking, good grappling. He's a better hammer than he is a nail, and he's coming off that competitive win over Marvin Vettori. I was going to pick RDR over Fluffy. I think RDR should get the title shot against Khamzat. I think there's a couple of plot lines there. I think and I'm going to say it 5 times, his sheer size is going to be a problem for a lot of people in this division. And the fact that he can be that big and have dog in him and fight for a full 25 minutes is crazy. He has wrestling. He has that ridiculous jump knee where he sends it right up the middle and just crushes your ribs and your abdomen. I think he's going to win here. Minus 190 feels like a discount. I think RDR should be minus 3, 4, maybe even I think RDR beats the hell out of Brendan Allen. So RDR is the pick, and I'm happy to do it. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm playing this fight a little bit differently. RDR should win. And here's how I think the fight's going to go. I think Brendan Allen's going to be more live in the first round than people realize. This guy is a good boxer. He's got power. He can give anybody issues on the ground with the early scrambles. He had Fluffy in a lot of issues, had the back, almost had him choked out. We all know how good Fluffy is. So I think Brendan Allen's going to be a lot more live in the first round than people realize because RDR is a fucking terrible striker. He's just a goofy, brute type of striker. He can land a nice jab, and once he gets moving downhill, he has the ability to kind of open up with his striking, but he gets hit. He can eat shots. Like Angelo said, but he gets hit like crazy, and he throws fucking all willy-washy around, and if he gets in trouble and tries to wrestle when he's hurt, Brendan Allen is more than capable of subbing a guy like RDR. And people be like, he's not fucking invincible. And Brendan Allen's very good on the ground. But after the first round, I don't think Brendan Allen stands a fucking chance. Because that guy gasses very, very quickly, especially a little bit short notice, different camp, all this stuff. When fights start extending, because I know he's been 5 rounds. People be like, well, he went 5 rounds. He was able to go those 5 rounds because he needs to be able to wrestle to kind of slow things down. He needs to be able to control somebody, and he was getting some takedowns on Chris Curtis, and he was able to kind of slow some stuff down. Even in 3-round fights, he needs to have some takedowns and some control to be able to slow things down for him. Against RDR, he's not going to be able to do that. You're not going to take down and control or whatever RDR. Maybe a little bit in the first round or whatever, like Bo was able to do. But then he's just going to start hitting sweeps. He's so big, all this stuff. So Brendan Allen might be live early in the first round. You might see him land some shots, and you might, if you have RDR slips, you might be like, oh fuck, because RDR striking is fucking awful. It is fucking terrible. The guy gets hit like fucking crazy, but he should be tough enough. And after the first round, I don't see Brendan Allen surviving another 4 rounds with this guy. I mean, he just fucking moves downhill, and Brendan Allen was already almost dying in fights, sometimes in 3-round fights where he had a lot of control in that fight and still almost fucking died. So, I'm looking at the minus 190 RDR. Fight does not go the distance at minus 260. If you don't want to get greedy and kind of play either side, maybe something wild happens with the striking or whatever, I think that minus 260 might be a better value than just playing the money line, because crazier things have happened than Brendan Allen coming in and shocking the world with like a fucking nice little 1-2 that hurts RDR, and all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, fuck. But I don't think Brendan Allen surviving 5 rounds. Something's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I like the breakdown because Brendan Allen is good. I don't mean to diminish his fight. He's a good fighter. RDR is just, he's huge.
I guarantee there's going to be a combination that Brendan Allen lands in the first minute and a half or 2 minutes of this fight, and people are going to be like, that are holding RDR slips are going to be like, oh,
yeah,
like pop, 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 and you'll be like, and RDR's going to be like, and then probably just crash into him, hug him, and drag him to the ground.
Well, Robert Whittaker basically dropped him, and then he was able to survive and regroup and, make it happen. I get that's Robert Whittaker, who's like, 75% of who he used to be. But
and let's not forget, RDR fucking literally quit in a fight before. Obviously, he was a huge dude and all this stuff and all that, whatever it was, but literally was like, I'm done. Didn't get tapped out, didn't get TKO'd, just didn't give up or didn't get up.
Both of his losses are to the same guy. He's only lost to one dude twice. RDR was a 2-division champ. That guy showed the fuck up and said, guess what? So it's going to be an interesting fight. I mean, I don't know who else they could have thrown in here when Fluffy dropped. I mean, Brendan Allen's the only reasonable option. There wasn't a lot of availability in the top 10 of this division. So this fight is what it is. I feel bad for RDR a little bit because a win over Fluffy 100% would have gotten him a title shot. A win over Brendan Allen, it's probably still going to be Imavov getting the title shot. But if he beats the piss out of Brendan Allen and just absolutely dog walks him, like how Anthony Hernandez kind of did towards the end, then yeah, he might get the title shot. So we may get RDR just aggressive and guns blazing and really trying to make something happen. I am looking forward to this fight. It's a meaningful main event. It matters in the scheme of things and potentially the next title challenger. If you want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, not just for this card, but for UFC 321 next week and the 2 fight nights after that, go to WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It's $10 for everything that we do for an entire month going into the future.